Hey my YouTube fam, welcome back to the channel, and today I have a tutorial for you guys, another tutorial, very nice tutorial. So stay tuned, and if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, be part of this family, and I will really appreciate for you being part of this family. So let me just go straight to this tutorial because I don't want it to be too long and tiresome. So I created this beat with the tempo of 90. So as you can see clearly here, it's at 90, and also when you go to the main swing, I swing this beat with 50%. So things that you must consider when making a beat, as usual, the tempo and also the type of music you want to make. So I wanted something nice with a vibe and very nice. So I just swing the main swing with 50%, and that was very nice for me. So I started rolling in my samples here, as you can see, to make the drums. So I started making this beat with the kick. So I added this kick. This was my first kick to add. This one sounded like this, just like that. So I arranged it in a way that looks like this, and so that can merge with my main swing here. So I arranged something like this so that it can create a delay from the main swing. So I just 2 1 3 1 like that, so that like that. So I had something that sounded like this. So that was my kick, my first kick. Then it was not that hard enough for me, so I added a sub kick to it. This one is like a sub kick. So after adding that one, it sounded like this. Very nice. So something else I added, it was a rim. Second thing was a rim, that one. So I added that one so that I can have something that looks cool and nice. So I started adding the rim, and I arranged in a way that looks like this. So I had something like this. So the rim alone, I thought that it was not enough, so I added a pack in it, this pack, so that it can reply the rim. So I had something like this. Up here I already had a vibe and what I needed in my beat, so I just added some things like the snares and also some things, but I already knew what I wanted in my beat. So I added a percussion conga. It's like a slap. So this one sounds like this. So I added it, and then I arranged it in very simple way here and there, so it sounded like this. Now it was only remaining with the snare, so I added my first snare here, and I had something like, I panned it to the right because it had another snare like this one, so I panned it to the left. So the two snares which I panned left and right sounded like this. Then I wanted a main thing for the snare, so I added a clap to make it the main one, like the main snare, but it was a clap. So this one like that, but I did not pan it to the left or right, so I just left it there, and that was it. And this one sounded like this. So let me try something. What if I add something like here? No, it's not cool, so I'll just leave it the way it is. just trying something if it can make sense, so that I have something nice. Then I added another conga. Yeah, this one. So this one is like this. So as I told you, I knew already where I was going and I wanted something this bit. So after that, I cloned this pattern so that you can have two of these. Then on the second one, I only removed the snares, the snares and the clap. Then I added a snare kick, something that's like a kick, but it's not a kick, and also it's like a snare and it's not a snare. So it's like muted snare kick. So this one sounds like this. So that one is it. So I just removed the snares and the claps. So then I remained with the other things and I had something like this. So that was it. Then I went to pattern number 3 and created this pattern. I loaded in Purity and I turned off the piano and the FM piano, electrical piano. So I remained only with the Vox and the pad. So after remaining with those, then I came to my piano roll and arranged this pattern, which looks like this. So in this pattern, it's very simple and sounds like this. So as I said earlier, that I knew where I was going with this beat. So I knew whatever I needed in this beat. So instead of adding something else, I went direct to my bass and I added their bass in my beat. So the second thing I added was a bass. So I added a bass from Nexus, then basic scene. So that one, then I came to my piano roll and arranged a bass that looks like this. Just plucked something like that. So this one sounded like this. Very nice bass and it's very unique. So this one sounds like this. So that was my bass, and this one, it's a bass and also it's like melody in my beat. So pattern number 5, I loaded Nexus again, go to plugged and choose the plugged muted guitars too. So after choosing my muted guitars, I went to the piano roll and arranged something like this. So it's the common arrangement of Afro beats. This one is always in most Afro beats are always in it. So it's like neutral. So it's not someone's melody. So it's something that's unique in Afrobeat. So I added that one. Then I went to pattern number 6. Then loaded Nexus again, XP guitars, and chose the jazz guitar theme. As you already know, I love jazz guitar theme, and it's very nice for me because I usually like it, and whenever I'm using this one, I usually like the beat. So let me just go to the piano roll. In my piano roll, I'm going to show you how I arrange this one. the first jazz guitar. So my first jazz guitar sounded like this. So that was my first jazz guitar thing, because I did not use only that one. So I created many jazz guitar things to bring vibe into my beat. So pattern number 7, I added DSK saxophones. Then I increased the reverb in it. Then I came to my piano roll and arranged something like this. So that was my saxophone. That was my first saxophone, because I got another saxophone in it. So then I went back to the jazz guitar from Nexus and arranged something like this one, like somehow unique from this part and also this part. I came to my main snap, then chose to quarter like that, then arranged something like this. So I squeezed it inside there so that can have something like that in a quarter step. Then I arranged it in a very simple way, the other way like that. As you can see, this one is repeating itself. So something like this. This one sounded like this. Then pattern number 9, I got 2 instruments in it. First, the contact, which contains essential saxophone. Let me just wait for my contact to open first. So the contact here contains essential saxophone, and I increased the sex to almost that part. Then I also increased the volume here. Then I came to arrange it in my piano roll like this. So first I arranged the essential saxophone like this. Then I wanted something that can reply to my first saxophone. So I went to the DSK saxophones and arranged something that can reply to the first saxophone, the essential saxophone. So I had something like Then pattern number 10, the last one, it's hyper canvas, and I loaded hyper canvas. Then if you go to piano, if you go to presets, choose guitar and choose the start guitar here. So I came and arranged it in a way that looks like this, complicated, somewhat complicated, and this one looked like this. So I arranged it and it looks like this. So I just drop it in 1 octave down, so that I can have something like this. So that was my last pattern, and that was the end. So maybe something else in my audios, maybe I got this drum roll. I have a jab clap, then I cloned the jab clap and panned it to the left, another one to the right, then I have a riser. My producer tag, and I recorded some vocals which I will make you listen whenever we start the beat. So just simple beat. These kinds of beat, they don't need much instruments because just depend with the creativity of the artist. So don't judge me according to these vocals which I recorded here. I just wanted to think something. So actually this one is just for fun and listening, but I'm not an artist, I'm just a producer. So we have come to the end of this breaking down this beat. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, be part of this family, please. I beg, just subscribe to the channel, make sure that you be part of this family, and I really appreciate for you being a subscriber, a loyal subscriber to this channel. Let's support each other as I show you more things, more nice tutorials that gives you nice education. So subscribe, guys. Peace out.